All right, screw it. I gotta do this really quickly or else I'm never gonna get back on the horse for this channel. It's late September 2020. Last time I talked to you, it was late February, and I was complaining about trying to navigate the danger zone, as I called it. The challenge of trying to make sure I don't get jaded to the point where I stop logging and I stop exercising and start gaining weight again. And I was just kind of on a plateau at the time, just kind of holding it where I was, just kind of maintaining. We all know what happened after that. This was late February, and a couple weeks later, everything shut down. And like a lot of other people, I just, after a certain point, I just kind of threw up my hands. And I've put on now, I mean, I started gaining weight almost immediately. Within a month or so, the weight started coming back on. And at first I wasn't too worried about it. Just figured out, I can burn this off pretty easily when it comes down to it. But before I know it, I'm like over 210. Last I talked to you, I was about 198. So I've gained about 12 pounds since the pandemic kicked in. And like everybody, I'm sure you're the same. I really didn't think that this was going to go on this long. The nightmare scenario back then was that it might last through August. And now it's September. And to make matters even more complicated, right around the time things shut down here in Houston, Ben & Jerry's put out a bunch of new non-dairy flavors. I was like, great. I think part of it was just realizing that, this isn't going to resolve or end or be fixed anytime soon, and I've got to get a handle on this. The other thing, too, is coming back and looking at the channel, which full disclosure, I've been neglecting for a long time, obviously. And coming back in to see that, for a while I noticed my subscriber count was going down, which was to be expected. It's like, well, of course it is. But recently I noticed it's going up again. And then I also looked at the view count on my first video, which had always had more views than the other ones. I think because people who find my channel, a lot of them tend to go, after they watch whatever video they found, they have a tendency to go back and watch my first one because they know that this is a progression. The channel is about my progress in weight loss. So they want to see where I started. Well, that view count on that first video is now well into the 1200s. It's like well over 1,000 basically, which is surprising to see. I was out for a walk. This is part of me trying to get back on track. I'm out here at Rice University again. Weather is wonderful out here. Things are starting to cool off here in Houston. But I'm really trying to stay within budget now. I can't say, for a while I kind of got back on the horse briefly last month, and I lost about 2.5 pounds, and then of course I got stressed out and put it right back on again. It's been tough. It's been really tough. And I imagine a lot of you can relate to this. I'd like to hear about what you're going through, and just know that you're not alone. You are not alone in this, and somehow we're all going to get through this together, but we have to maintain our sanity. I just couldn't let it go any further because I already know how bad my health was getting when I was overweight. When I was close to 230 pounds, my blood sugar was going out of control, my acid reflux was going out of control, all kinds of problems, and I don't want to go back there. I refuse to go back there. So stick with me, and let's stick with it. I'll talk to you soon.